The Eye of Horus is an ancient Egyptian symbol of protection, royal power and good health. The eye is personified in the goddess Wadjet. It is also known as the Eye of Ra. The name Wadjet is derived from Wadj meaning green, hence the green one, and was known to the Greeks and Romans as uraeus from the Egyptian iaret meaning risen one from the image of a cobra rising up in protection. Wadjet was one of the earliest of Egyptian deities who later became associated with other goddesses such as Bast, Sekhmet, Mut, and Hathor. She was the tutelary deity of Lower Egypt and the major delta shrine the Pernu was under her protection. Hathor is also depicted with this eye. Funerary amulets were often made in the shape of the Eye of Horus. The Wadjet or Eye of Horus is the central element of 7 gold, faience, carnelian and lapis lazuli bracelets found on the mummy of Shoshenq II. The Wedjat was intended to protect the pharaoh, here in the afterlife, and to ward off evil. Ancient Egyptian and Near Eastern sailors would frequently paint the symbol on the bow of their vessel to ensure safe sea travel. Horus was the ancient Egyptian sky god who was usually depicted as a falcon, most likely a lanner or peregrine falcon. His right eye was associated with the sun god, Ra. The eye symbol represents the marking around the eye of the falcon, including the teardrop markings sometimes found below the eye. The mirror image, or left eye, sometimes represented the moon and the god Jehuti. In one myth, when Set and Horus were fighting for the throne after Osiris's death, Set gouged out Horus's left eye. The majority of the eye was restored by either Hathor or Thoth. When Horus's eye was recovered, he offered it to his father, Osiris, in hopes of restoring his life. Hence, the Eye of Horus was often used to symbolize sacrifice, healing, restoration, and protection. As hieroglyph and symbol, there are 7 different hieroglyphs used to represent the eye, most commonly a T in Egyptian, which also has the meaning to make or do, or one who does. In Egyptian myth the eye was not the passive organ of sight but more an agent of action, protection or wrath. Mathematics. In ancient Egyptian most fractions were written as the sum of 2 or more unit fractions, with scribes possessing tables of answers. Thus instead of 3/4, one would write 1/2 plus 1/4. Different parts of the Eye of Horus were thought to be used by the ancient Egyptians to represent 1 divided by the first 6 powers of 2, the right side of the eye equals 1/2, the pupil equals 1/4, the eyebrow equals 1/8, the left side of the eye equals 1/16, the curved tail equals 1/32, the teardrop equals 1/64. The Rind mathematical papyrus contains tables of Horus eye fractions. Studies from the 1970s to this day in Egyptian mathematics have clearly shown this theory was fallacious, and Jim Ritter definitely showed it to be false in 2003. The evolution of the symbols used in mathematics, although similar to the different parts of the Eye of Horus, is now known to be distinct. Gallery. References. External links.